Next up is the smart cover. Not a fan of Apple's cases at all. The original iPad case was a joke. I hated it. My dad uses one. Actually, he used to use one until I got him the CyberAcoustics one for Christmas. He loves it now. But Apple's iPad case is blah. But the iPad 2 case, called the smart cover, actually, it looks weird, but the functionality is pretty damn sweet. So, it automatically wakes the iPad via a magnet. Basically, what you do is you put like kind of a layer on here. The best way to see a demo is go to Apple's website and just watch a demo there. It kind of lays down here, and it's like in levels. It's like a grid. Then it unfolds, and as it comes off, your iPad 2 automatically wakes up, or it goes back to sleep when you put it on there. Not really sure how that works. And then you can fold it up into like kind of like a pyramid thing to rest your iPad for a nice viewing angle for typing or watching movies. So I gotta say, that's really cool. I might buy myself one eventually, unless somebody wants to sponsor one for a review. Then I'll definitely do that. I'll give you guys a shout out, just saying. But I just don't see myself buying one now. Like I said, it uses magnets. Microfiber cleans the screen while the case is closed, which I gotta say is pretty cool because the iPad is very smudgy. It's glass. What do you expect? And of course, the smart cover comes in a variety of colors. I believe 5 or so. So overall, the iPad 2 announcement, I'm very pleased with it. I will talk about my minor disappointments at the very end. Next up, they talk about iOS 4.3, which is coming out March 11th. Better Safari performance, which is always good. iTunes home sharing. Now, if I understand this correctly, you can finally stream content to your iPad. I've always wanted to stream my iTunes content to my iPad, but I can never do that because I have the 32 gigabyte version, and I have a lot more than 32 gigabytes of music and videos and photos and everything. But I can finally stream to the iPad, it seems. And of course, we have improvements in Airplay, which means you can now output video of Hulu and Netflix. So the fact that this is like a portable media device for your TV and everything, that's pretty damn cool, guys. This is the future of media consumption. And of course, as rumored a while ago, you can now customize the side switch. It's no longer just mute. It is orientation lock, which is awesome. Now, it honestly should have been like that from the beginning, so kind of a smack in the face to Apple on that one. But at least they brought it back. And iOS 4.3 will be available, like I said, on March 11th for the iPad, iPhone, iPod Touch 3rd generation, and iPod Touch 4th generation. Now, clock in the background, that's okay. Back to the iPad 2. They introduced 4 new apps, technically 4. First is Photo Booth. I don't know about you guys, but Photo Booth, I love Photo Booth. It's such a simple app to have fun with your family and friends, or even yourself if you're bored. But now, with the brand new graphics processor on here, 9 times faster, you can get a nice grid. Sorry, there's Jasmine in the background. A nice grid of all of the video effects in real time at once. And as far as I know, I read on Engadget.com that it's very smooth. The frame rate does not stutter or anything like that, which is awesome. Next up is FaceTime. This is obvious, and if you didn't expect FaceTime, then where the hell have you been? Hiding under that rock on Windows Hill? No, I'm just kidding. That's a bit smug. That's an old joke of mine, older videos. I'm not really like that anymore. Yeah, I'm a little biased. Okay, so you can now FaceTime chat between iPhones and Macs, Macs to iPhones, Macs to iPads, iPad to iPod Touch, iPod Touch to iPhone, iPhone to iPad. I think I already said that. You get the gist of it. FaceTime is now on all of the devices, which is cool. Alright, let's get ready here. Why am I yelling? This next app had me basically in tears. Not really, I don't cry over this stuff, but I was really excited and still am. iMovie is coming to the iPad. Oh. That sounded kind of weird. I apologize for that. iMovie for the iPad is huge, guys. I've been wanting iMovie on the iPad since day one. Imagine editing video on here with a nice, big, beautiful screen. I have iMovie for my iPod Touch. It's a nice app. It's just, the screen is so small. I mean, I appreciate it for what it is because the ability to edit movies and videos on the go is pretty amazing. But the fact that it's finally coming to the iPad 2, I cannot stress my excitement. It's just, that app alone probably made the keynote almost perfect for me. Of course, it has the precision editor, multi-track audio recording, new themes, Airplay support, of course, which is cool. You can share your videos in HD via the output in Airplay, I believe. Yeah, Airplay support, I just said that. And it's a universal app, so I'm guessing it'll obviously work between the iPhone 4 and iPad. And overall, the interface, as I said on here, I'm going to quote, "It's effing beautiful." And it's just $4.99. I would gladly pay $10 for that. But hey, it's $5. Not bad at all. Thank you, Apple. And I'm just overly excited because you guys know how I love my iMovie. Next up is GarageBand. Not a big deal for me, but I'll probably buy it because it's just $5. And this is a big deal for musicians and podcasters on the go. You can have touch instruments, guitar, amps, and effects, 8-track recording, and mixing over 250 loops. You can email an AAC file of your recording, and of course it's compatible with the Mac version of GarageBand. Why wouldn't it? It's Apple, Mac, GarageBand, iPad. Everything works seamlessly now, which is awesome. Let me just say, guys, I am so overly happy with where the iPad is today. My main disappointment with the iPad this time last year was that it had no camera, but the fact that a camera is now on board, in my opinion, that opens up so many more options to not only us as a user, but to app developers. Imagine the kind of apps we're going to have on here now. Imagine Skype video conferencing on here, because that's on the iPhone 4. It's going to be on the iPad within weeks, I'm sure. Imagine the games that are going to integrate our face, and just... Guys, I am speechless just thinking about it. I know. I'm such a freaking nerdy, geeky person, but this is what I love, guys. I cannot wait to see the apps we have to our disposal. And I realize there are haters at me, laughing at me out there laughing at me right now, but you know what? I really don't care, because I'm just so overly joyed with the iPad's success. Let me talk about my only minor disappointment with the iPad 2 is that the screen resolution is the same. Unfortunately, it's still 1024 by 768. I was really hoping for a Retina display, but as the rumor suggested, guys, we gotta think realistically. To put a Retina display at this size, that's gonna be pretty damn expensive, and I don't think Apple could afford to sell the iPad 2 as low as $500. Now, it would be nice if they introduced like an iPad Pro. I would gladly pay like $100 premium for a Retina display, although it would probably be more than that. But hey, it is what it is, and for the iPad 3, I expect a Retina display, better camera, faster graphics and performance, basically what the iPad 2 is going to be like, but even faster. So I'm going to end this video by saying I'm saying overly a lot. I am overall very happy with today's keynote. Despite the same screen resolution, it's not really a huge deal. The iPad 2, overall, I'm very, very pleased with it. Let me just go over a few highlights again. My favorite parts are faster graphics, faster processor, 33% thinner, 720p camera, same battery life, shipping March 11th, output 1080p, huge deal to not only myself, but probably at least half of the iPad users out there. That's millions of people. Better AirPlay support is huge. Photo booth is awesome. FaceTime, I don't really use FaceTime, but at least it's going to be on here. Maybe I will use it more. Now, iMovie, I'm not even going to stress on that again, guys. I love it. And GarageBand, I'm obviously going to buy that. And that is it. And now, let's take a minute to say goodbye to my lovely iPad. Guys, I really am going to miss this. But I told myself there's really no need to have 2 iPads. I mean, having 2 iPhones is the same. I mean, not really a huge deal because it's $200. It's not a lot of money for what it is. But this thing cost me over $600 with the case and accessory and everything. So that's my only main reason for selling this, is because I don't need it. And, well, it's practically in perfect condition. I don't see any smudges or scratches. Well, there's smudges on the screen, but I'm obviously going to clean it and format it and put it on eBay by tonight. So, let's do the final sleep. Goodbye, iPad. That noise you heard in the background was my external hard drive. So, that is it, guys. Where to put this? I'll just hold on to it. Obviously, I'm going to wake it up after this video. That was just kind of like a final sleep for this video for you guys to see my iPad for the last time. Unless one of you buy it, If one of you bought this iPad, kudos. I'll throw in a couple cases, for free. I'll throw in accessories. I don't know what I'm gonna throw in, but at least a case, maybe a couple Apple stickers, and of course I have the original box, the original cable. That's why I keep my stuff. So if the eBay buyer is out there, do know that you will be getting a quality product, and yes, a very clean screen. It's filled with smudges right now. Anyway, guys, I have talked enough. What do you get? Oh, by the way, I'm getting the black iPad. I believe I told you. I'm getting the 32 gigabyte 3G black version of the iPad 2. So, what do you guys think? Do you like the iPad 2? What are your pros? What are your cons? What do you love about it? What do you not like about it? Basically, just put your thoughts below the video. And don't forget, I have an iPod Touch giveaway happening on March 15th. I will put a link below the video for your convenience. So go enter. It takes less than a minute, guys. You just got to log in via Facebook. It's that simple. And so I guess that's it, guys. Overall, great announcement. Really can't say that enough. And I'm very happy that Steve Jobs actually made an appearance. I didn't expect him to do the majority of the keynote, but he did, which is pretty awesome. Alright guys, so that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my social links below the video for Twitter and Facebook. That allows you to connect with me on a separate level in terms of asking questions, seeing what I'm doing on my day-to-day basis. And now I am talking too much. Say goodbye to the iPad 1, and I will see you guys in my next video.